Ever get the feeling a chicken is looking down on you? You know the look, the head tilt, the side eye, then the sudden nod, like it's saying, "Yep, not the sharpest tool in the shed." Today, we're diving deep into the chicken's eyeball to see the insane world they live in. I promise, by the end, you'll know why they do that constant head bobbing. How they can be eating your feed 1 second and dodge your net the next. And what's up with that creepy, unblinking stare? All right, to understand their supervision, we first gotta talk about our own plain, human eyes. Let's start with us. Our eyes are pretty basic, like an old-school TV. We've only got 3 color sensors: red, green, and blue. But chickens, they're tuned into a completely different channel. Remember that word, ultraviolet. It's the key to their entire world. Okay, human stuff is over. Let's get to the main event, chickens. If we see the world with a normal camera, a chicken uses a top-tier rig kitted out with military-grade night vision and multispectral filters. They have tetrachromatic vision. Besides our red, green, and blue, they have a 4th color sensor, just for seeing, yep, ultraviolet. Basically, every chicken has a pair of built-in UV goggles we can't see. So what's the big deal? First off, your clothes might actually glow to them. Many laundry detergents use brighteners that shine under UV light. So to a chicken, you might look like a giant, glowing, unidentified object. These UV goggles are also their social radar. We see a flock of chickens and think they all look the same, right? But to them, every feather has a unique, complex pattern under UV light. It's how they know who's who's the boss, and who's healthy. And their super color vision makes them extremely sensitive to red. This isn't just for checking out a healthy comb on a friend. They have an instinctual reaction to the color of blood. That's why a single injured chicken can sometimes trigger an attack from the flock. Okay, color is just layer 1. Their field of view is where it gets insane. A chicken's eyes are on the sides of its head, giving them a nearly 300-degree view. But that's not the crazy part. The crazy part is, their eyes can operate independently. It's like their brain has a built-in picture-in-picture or split-screen mode. One eye can be scanning the ground for bugs, while the other scans the sky for hawks. One mainframe, 2 independent surveillance cameras, monitoring land and air 24/7. This is why it's almost impossible to sneak up on a chicken from the side. Seeing isn't enough. You also have to see clearly. Remember that creepy stare we talked about? You rarely see a chicken blink, right? That's because they have a 3rd eyelid. It's a translucent membrane that, like a windshield wiper, sweeps across the eye to clean it. Their vision stays clear the whole time. It's a transparent force field for their eyes. So why the frantic head bobbing? Because their eyes have 2 focal points, one for distant details and one for close-up objects. They have built-in bifocals, but they need to move their head to switch focus. So when it tilts its head at you, it's using different focal lengths, like it's scanning you like a barcode. You might think, a high-tech system like this must need a powerful energy source, right? Correct. Deep inside a chicken's eye is a structure we don't have, the pectin oculi. This thing looks like a comb. It's like a biological radiator and a power station, pumping oxygen and nutrients to the retina to power the whole insane operation. At this point, a chicken's eyes sound like a piece of God-tier equipment. But all superpowers come at a price. This visual system put all its skill points into daytime. Their fatal flaw is severe night blindness. When the sun sets and the light fades, the low-light sensors in their retinas basically just quit. Their super eyes are like a solar-powered device. Once the sun is down, the battery hits 0. 1 second, it's a super sentinel. The next, it's a sitting duck, a literal zombie. Confused, vulnerable, and completely frozen in place. So, this gives us a really useful tip. If you put lights in your coop, never use flickering fluorescent lights. To us, it's normal. But to their high refresh rate vision, it's like being trapped in an endless disco party. It will seriously stress them out. All right. Next time you see a chicken, remember the world it sees is far more complex and vibrant than ours. That seemingly dumb head tilt, nod, and stare is actually a highly sophisticated sensory system running at full speed. It's scanning you, analyzing you, and judging you by a standard we can't even imagine. What other weird facts do you know about chickens? Or what animals' super senses do you want to learn about next? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll explore an even crazier world.